Bosh, right then people, well we are back out again. It's been a minute, it's been about a week or two. You're gonna have to bear with, got a bit of a flu, but yeah, managed to do half the week of work. I had to take some time off just to recover. It's now the later end of the weekend. Managed to find a nice slot in the weather. It has been very windy and very raining, but it's left some perfect fishing conditions. As you can see behind me, we've got these huge swells. The water's nice and dirty, and yeah, fancy my chances for a ray. We haven't had, obviously, from December. It's a new season in the fishing competitions, so fingers crossed we can get ourselves something to weigh in, specimen fish. I'm with a different club now, but obviously if you are looking to sign up for a club, now's the time of year to do it. So go to your local one or whatever and get on there. And yeah, so this year we're going to try and put everything we've learnt together, see if we can't get ourselves out a few specimen fish. I mean, obviously I've been checking the conditions and stuff. I really haven't been well enough to get out, but yeah, sort of feel a bit better, feel a bit fresher. So we're out, we've got bait, obviously Wriggler's finest, sand eels and squid. So we're going to do sand eel and squid wraps. I've got the up and overs. It has just stopped raining, guys, so the rods are already out. Thought I'd put them out rather than get the camera soaking wet, but I mean, I did just miss the tide. I've been really just a bit tired lately, taking it out of me a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. So I've missed the tide, the top of it anyway. We're going to fish it all the way down, see how it fishes. Might fish it all the way back up as well, but main priority today is to get either a ray or a bullace at the specimen mark. So this year we're going to focus like purely on specimen fishing. Obviously we're going to catch a load of fish along the way as well, which will be good, but we probably won't have as many fish as we normally do. Not that we catch loads of fish all the time, but you know how we do. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So we're down here today on the South Hams, close to where I live really. We're about an hour away, not even that, 40 minutes. But I was going to go to Chesil, but it's just I think it's like 7 to 8 foot swells there, and if you get anything decent on, you're just going to lose it. Get buried in quite a lot as well, so with any luck we'll see a few fish out today. Conditions are there, just a matter of time and effort. It is going to be raining on and off today, so we're going to have to bear with the camera and stuff, but we have got a few rock pools and that, so if we get anything we can wait until it stops raining, let them recover, get a few pictures and then put them back. Is that a flat liner? It's going to be quite hard fishing today. Obviously I have got the Zolkrons. I've been fishing with the fire blades lately. I mean, at Chesil Beach and that, they were absolutely banging. Where I am today, obviously it's really rough. There's a lot of reef out in front, so you've got to sort of bully the fish up, and then when you get it to the edge where you've got to bring it in, you've got to bring it up on the surf, and you've got to hold that fish in the surf against the rock as the surf comes off, and then sort of get down, get your fish with the leader, and then run back up. So I mean, yeah, it needs, obviously you could probably do it with a the fire blades, but I mean with the Zolkrons I can literally fold it up over my head, bang, go down and get the fish, whereas they don't feel sort of sturdy enough to do that yet. Maybe we'll try it one day, but I just don't want to break them, and I didn't buy them for this sort of fishing anyway. I bought them for the lighter stuff like the rivers, the beaches and stuff like that, because you know, if you cast one of those compared to one of these, you can sort of tell the difference. And where I'm fishing today, we might not even see a fish. So I mean, you don't really get cleaned out very often with baits and stuff like that. So I might reel in 3 or 4 times, 5 times today. So, you know, they're quite heavy rods and stuff, which ain't too bad. But when you're doing that on like Chesil, when it's a fisher cast and stuff, and you're hitting them out as far as you can, yeah, it gets a bit much, especially in the condition I'm in at the minute. But we're going to sit down, we're going to chill out, we're going to recover, try and get ourselves a nice few fish, and hopefully I'll bring you back with a big one in a bit. Gosh, right then people, as you can see, I'm all snug. We just had another load of rain come through. So just thought, while it's not raining, oh look at there, little rock mess. There we go, bosh, there we go, Merry Christmas and all that. While it's not raining, I'll quickly bring the baits in. As you can see, it hasn't been touched. So I'm just gonna get myself a little bit of squid. It's started to defrost. A little bit of squid. I just had a bit of a sharp pullover on the other rod, so hopefully we'll have ourselves a fish. No like certain bites as of yet. But all I'm gonna do is down here, usually the baits don't really get touched unless you get a bite. So not a lot of crab activity. And all I'm simply gonna do is, see, you can still see the sand hill and that on there. I'm just gonna run a little bit of squid down the side, just to add a bit more flavour. You know, we don't want to be wasting bait, we haven't got loads, because you never know, on the incoming tide, our luck might change. And I've been here before and ran out of bait, so it's one of them. You're either gonna come here and not use any bait, or you're gonna come here and go home with nothing. But yeah, specimen fishing at its finest. I have learnt that over the last year or so. You know, you've got to be a lot more patient trying to get these bigger fish. But I mean, the conditions are perfect. You can see the sea behind me. It's nice and rough. It's winter. It's cold. It's blowing. It's freezing. It's raining. Sometimes these are conditions you have to be out in, and a lot of people won't fish in them, and they won't see the results. But I mean, we might not see a result today, but fingers crossed we do. Hopefully there's a fish on that rod. But yeah, that's it guys. I am using the running up and over today with a size 7 and lead, and I've got a 5.0, not a size 5, because a lot of people have a go at me because I say size 5, but obviously in carp fishing that's really small hook. But yeah, so 5.0 hook on there, circle. And that bait there is ready to go out now. And yeah, forgot my rag as always, so we'll be using the chesties. And yeah, hopefully we'll see a fish. I mean, if we don't, we don't, but I'm pretty sure that's just gone really, really slack now. So I think we will have a fish for you guys. Hopefully it's stuck on there nicely. But yeah, I'm gonna get this rod out. Just quickly, obviously I haven't been out fishing and that, and I like watching YouTube and stuff. Everyone's content that's been coming out lately is really good. And I know it's not sea fishing, but there's a channel I've watched for years called, I think it's Fishing with Carl and Alex. I think it's just Fishing with Carl now. I think Alex, his brother, has gone and done like some, like living in a van kind of YouTube stuff. But his last one that he done, he was talking about what fishing means to him, and like why he does it and stuff like that, and like the amount of hours he spends doing it. And it's something I sort of really related to. So if you don't watch it, pop over there. I mean, I'm probably sure he doesn't watch this little channel, but I mean, yeah, they've been going for years. They do a lot of work with Nash and stuff like that, well they used to, but I'm not sure if they still do. But yeah, his channel's really good. And I'm just about to whack this one out. Well, I say whack it out, flick it over my head. I've got a big northwesterly wind over the top, so all I'm doing is hitting it up and the wind's doing the rest. And yeah, we'll get that other rod in and give it a check. In a bit. Well guys, sorry about the sun, but decided to come out and play today. But yeah, same again with that bait. Literally hasn't been touched, so just gonna get a couple of sand eels. So I can get a couple. Obviously Wriggler's finest. Only fin 15 gets you 15% off guys. So if you're going to put a bait order in, you might as well do it. Everyone likes to save a little bit of something. Especially this time of year. It's Christmas. So go get yourself some bait, people. Right. I will be popping up there soon to help them with a sardine delivery. lots of people have been doing very well on the Kipling. I think that's what it's called now. If not, Mr. Kipling's, as we all know it. That sun's going to be doing my head in all day. But all we can do, guys, we've got the conditions, we've got the weather, is just wrap up some nice baits like that, keep sending them out, and hopefully we get ourselves a nice ray, bullace, maybe even an eel. It is very dirty out there, but yeah, in a bit. Right guys, well, destination number 2. So it turns out, I've got a horrible toothache, so I climbed back up the old hill and got myself some paracetamols on, and seems to have done the pain. So thought I'd carry on driving towards home, and thought I'd quickly pop down. We've got an incoming tide, lovely and dirty out there, and if you don't know where this is beesands car park. So we're literally going to get the rods out, we're going to give it a few hours, see if we can't see us a fish in a bit. Right guys, I don't know if you can see this, first cast, line's just gone slack. Yeah, rod's been in the water for about 5 minutes. The ratchet is on, so hopefully if it's big enough fish, it'll just take the bait and run with it. Just try and get it moving. It's a definite bite. So I'll give it a check in a minute, and hopefully we'll see the first fish in a bit. Well guys, just reeled that rod in. Missed the bite. I'm only going to fish one rod. Sometimes it's easier, especially at night time, and I've only got my small head torch. Walking up and down that beach, you know what I mean? I can only do it so many times. And I'm pretty sure as soon as it gets to dark, the dogfish are going to turn up, so I might have to do a fair few trips up and down. But there you have it. Famous beesands. There's a couple of anglers up there, the car park. Yeah, absolutely flat. Completely different situation to what we were in earlier. But let's see if we can't get us a fish. Right, I'm going to get us a hot dog in a bit. Bosh, right people. Well, as you can see, rod's still out. Been here for a couple of hours now. But yeah, as you can tell, cold's starting to kick back in a little bit. The old paracetamol, and that's starting to kick off. So probably going to try and stay for another hour or so, see a fish out. And we put a bit of effort in today. Unfortunately, we're not going to get rewarded every time. It would have been the first. But it's been good to get out, clear the head. It's been a minute. So obviously the big fight's on tonight as well. So hopefully Fury can pull it back. You know what I mean? That's who I'm backing. But whoever you guys are backing, whoever you're backing and think it's going to knock out in what round, drop a comment below, and we'll see who gets close. But yeah, doesn't seem to be a lot about. We had that first knock initially, wasn't nothing special when we got here. We've had 3 or 4 casts since. Baits have come back strips. There's quite a lot of crab out there. But yeah, I'm definitely still not feeling 100%. I can feel the cold. that light's, oh, I've got proper dodgy angle on the camera. I know the thing. It looks quite light on there, but it is starting to get dark now. And yeah, I can definitely feel it. It's absolutely freezing. But, you never know. We're going to fish for another hour, maybe 2, and hopefully we'll see us a fish. If anything, it's best smooth fish. I would have loved to stay down for the incoming tide where I was before, but my toothache was just, you know, you just got a pain. Well, if you've had toothache, you know, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's just hard to deal with. But smashed a couple of paracetamols and Nurofen, and the pain's gone, so it's not too bad. But hopefully, if we don't get a fish out, I'll be out over Christmas at some point. I think I might be heading up the Bristol Channel, maybe get a Christmas cod or something like that. Probably go up with a few friends as well, turn it into like a little social, you know, because obviously everyone's busy over Christmas. So the one day over Christmas where, well, there's not going to be a lot of people not doing anything, but if there's a few people that haven't got a lot on, we'll get together and have a session, and hopefully actually catch some fish. But yeah, it's been a bit of a madness. I thought I would have seen at least 1 fish today, but not going to let it get me down. I got out, cleared my head and that, and that's what I needed. But yeah, we've got a fish on, and hopefully we'll get us a fish in a bit. And there we go, guys. Time to go home. I'm full of flu. The seal's patrolling, and that might be the reason why we're not getting any bites. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is the reason why we're not getting any bites. So yeah, bye bye, Mr. Seal. I'm gonna see this rod out, and then yeah, that's my cue to get off in a bit. Right, well, it is definitely getting dark now. I figured it out. The only reason there's no fish on the channel today is because I haven't brought any of the boys with me. Unfortunately, it's quite busy and it coming up to Christmas, so none of them were really free. I've just had a couple of little nibbles on my rod, so you never know. We might see a fish. Look quite eely. I've got a big size 5 hook on there, so chances of me hooking it are very unlikely. It's probably going to be about half a pound or something like that. Really rattly bites. But obviously I apologise for the not much fishing action on the camera today, guys. It's more of a health update, isn't it? But you know, at the end of the day, you can't do all the filming and no fishing. I have been fishing. I probably had about maybe 20 casts today, and yeah, I've just not had nothing back. So you know, it is what it is. I'm going to bring this rod in a minute. I am going to have one last chuck just because I did just have a little bite then. So yeah, I think it might be on there. I'm not sure, but we'll just have a quick check. Might be a little bit of weight. Nah, don't think so. Oh, we have a fish. Oh, not a bad size whiting either. There you go, people. Buzzing. Let's get him on it. We'll have a little look. Oh, it's just changed my whole attitude. Oh, it's quite a good whiting actually. Hey, calm down. Why didn't you big enough to take him for some food? Pop that little hook out, open your mouth. No, it couldn't really. Got him in the tongue, that's the problem. Well, looks like this one's coming home for the table. We're eating fish and chips while watching the boxing. Oh, feels so good to get a fish. All day. And then we're going to get one. Oh, I made a right mess of you this stuff, didn't it? Put it out, I suppose. Going to be eaten anyway. There you go, guys. Absolute banger of whiting. It's just made me really happy. So yeah, that one there, Bosh, he's going home for the table. and hopefully we can get us a couple more in a bit. Gosh, right people, well that's all it takes, isn't it? It's a little bite from a fish. I mean it's not a bad size either. It's £1 4 ounces, so plenty big enough for the table. As you can see, it is just getting dark. I've just put the light on. Hopefully I'm gonna see the hour out. We've got 40 minutes left, so I'm gonna fish the next 40 minutes. It's only about half an hour drive home, and then this video will probably be on there before I even get to watch the fight tonight. But yeah, I'll be oh, thought that was my ratchet going then. But I'll be sat on the sofa eating fish and chips, watching the boxing match. Absolutely buzzing. Fingers crossed we'll see a ray out. They have had rays and stuff out here, but I mean, looks like the fish have just turned up, so absolutely buzzing about that. It's just changed my whole day. Not gonna lie, I was happy anyway, but I mean, to get a fish on top, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, I'll sort that one out in a minute, get it ready so it's all fresh and ready to go. Just wash it off when I get back, straight in the oven. But yeah, so I'm gonna fish another 40 minutes to see if we can't get you a few more in a bit. Gosh, right people. Well, oh, I do apologise. Just had a conversation with the lads that are fishing out the car park, and I don't know. It's just brought my spirits up a little bit. I mean, they've been fishing here this afternoon, and they had a small eye in the day, which is a bonus, and it was £5. So I mean, it's a good fish, not a bad fish at all. It's the only one they've had, but obviously now the tide's coming in, it's dark. I've just had a fish, so I'm feeling really confident. So I might extend my stay a little bit, but not too late, because I still do want to get back. Because I want to get, I don't even know how to pronounce that other geezer's name. Whoever the Tyson Fury's, Usyk, whatever it is, something like that. I really want to see him catch a good hiding, but you know, we can only hope, can't we? I mean, they're both good fighters. I mean, obviously he beat him last time, but it would be good to see him come back and beat him. But yeah, so we're in for a good session, I think. I've extended it another hour. I don't know whether it's catching that fish or the news of the ray or whatever it is, but it seems to have warmed up a little bit. My hands are still a bit cold, but I mean, it's got the old juices flowing again. I found a bit of life in me. So yeah, we are going to do another hour. So we've got about an hour and a half. See if we can't get us a ray in a bit. Bosh, right then people. Well, the session has now come to an end. Put a few baits out. Missed another bite. But yeah, went into a snag. So I think it might have been a strap eel. Pulled for it. Managed to get the rig and that back, but no fish on there. So yeah, unfortunately, that's me from beesands. Do you know what I mean? I've got to get home now, do you know what I mean? Practice the old shadow boxing, shout at the TV. But yeah, this will be on your screen soon. So if I don't see you before, I see you after. And if not, Merry Christmas in a bit.